Hello, everybody. It is April 15th, which is normally tax day. It's nice going to be back here doing some streaming here for a few hours, hopefully. I'm going to be in and out. Just got our kitten fixed today, so she already ripped off her cone, so I kind of keep an eye on that the next couple hours. So till she gets a little bit back to normal, I'll be in and out. We're going to be listening to 144-250 upper sideband. I might, if it's not too busy, I might slide up to the call frequency 146-520. Anything else going on here today? If there's anything else going on, I might slide even into a repeater or something if there's not much happening there today on 144-250, which I don't see. Looks like I hear somebody on there. That was actually through my speaker. So let's get to it here.
I can program it, but I just don't have that patience. Computer to, I'm sorry, I got my grandson in here and trying to listen to you and hear him.
Sounds like I hear.
Do I have to hook it up to my radio or just have the laptop on? Yeah, let me grab it real quick.
I hear somebody in there. I don't.
Right here, so let me, my Apple. Let me go, do I need to go to a website?
Please. I have to slide up about 8 KCs on this guy. I don't know who this is.
Okay, I gotta get my laptop because it's not on my iMac. Hang on.
I'll jump in here in a few minutes. Let them continue their queue. So I don't know who else is who he's talking to. I don't. Let me turn the.
Oh, okay, it's on the RT. Okay, we'll do. Thanks, Fred. I'll be here. 767.
That sounds like Fred.
K6EGG.
I didn't have my amplifier on.
K6EGG monitoring 144-250 from the beautiful city of Chino.
There's somebody out there. Station, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Greg, K6EGG from the city of Chino. Who's this?
Hey, Greg, how you doing? Nice to hear you. You're really light tonight, really light. I think, my station's okay. I have voice level. I don't have much of a copy at all.
November 6 kilowatt X-ray.
Hey, Rob, good evening. Greg's on, but I've got him down in my noise. Come back, Greg?
There was a stupid reason why you were only barely hearing me through your noise. You should hear me loud and clear now. I forgot my amplifier. Hello, Ward, and hello, Rob out there.
Good evening there, Greg. Good to hear your voice. And yes, you woke up the elephant. Now I'm copying it. Go ahead, Rob. Good to hear you as well.
Well, I guess my timing was good, huh? Come on out here, and I hear Ward and Greg. How's it going, guys? Good to hear you.
You as well. How you been, Greg?
I've been very, very busy at work. It's good to play radio tonight. I won't have an opportunity again until Monday and another 10 days after that. So, pretty good. How about yourself, Ward?
Oh, thanks for asking. Doing okay. Like to keep it busy and I haven't been on much lately, but everything's fine. It's so good. Good to hear you. How about you, Rob? How's things with you?
It sounds like similar to Greg. Really busy. Work's been a bit crazy and other things going on too. And just in terms of me having to get personal stuff done, tasks and chores and that type of stuff. I've got a friend coming from Arkansas too, so yeah, just been a little crazy, so haven't played much radio myself. Contact.
Great contact.
Hey Ward, let's go to 270.
Okay. Okay, you guys, Rick's going to show me some on our two systems. I'll see what's right back. Good to hear you guys. I'll be back. 73767.
All right, sounds good, Ward. Hope to talk to you soon. So what's new, Greg?
Not much, just kind of vegging out here tonight. It's been pretty busy. It was supposed to be a day off. It's definitely a day off from work, but trying to get everything in order for the next 10-day run in a row, or actually I probably only have 3 days run, but then 10 days after that in a row. So it's been pretty busy. How about yourself? You been busy yourself?
Well, yeah, and I thought I was busy, but that's that's pretty crazy. So yeah, you need to take those days off, man. You got to recharge.
I thought I was busy. Wait a minute.
We all are busy, that's for sure.
Good evening, guys. AJ6B.
Hey, Andy, how's it going?
It's going well, man. How are you?
Good. Trying to tune you in. Ward was kind of up high on the frequency, but I don't know. He was probably following Fred.
Yeah, he was. Him and I were talking a little bit ago. My phone rang. I had to hang it up, but he was up, I don't know, at least 10, 15 or something, it seemed like.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, if you're gonna follow Fred, who knows where you're gonna wind up.
True that. Hey, Greg, welcome back to the non-working folk side of things, at least in the evenings.
Thank you for having me. It feels good to be off at night. It's been a while, at least a couple days. I was off. I think I was off Sunday night. Yeah, I was off Sunday night, but not the whole night, not the whole day. So, yeah, it feels good to be off today. Got a lot of stuff done around the house, and had to take our pet in to get fixed and stuff. So I'm kind of dealing with that, running in and out of the office here, trying to make sure she doesn't bite her where she got stitched up at.
Yeah, I remember. I think we were talking Sunday, and you said you weren't going to be back until Thursday, and through the forum, there you are, and it must be Thursday, although I feel like I blinked and it became Thursday.
Copy that on the blink. This whole month, I mean, we're halfway through the month already. It felt like it was April 1st, like 2 days ago, so I'm with you 100% on that for sure, and I haven't messed with my my Rig Pi at all. It's been sitting here on my desk, not plugged in.
I was just going to ask you about that.
That's got to be killing you.
Yeah, because I've had time at work to plan to play with it. So I'm kind of bummed I haven't been able to jump on and say hi to you guys. But I know I'm working all next week, but I have most of my nights off, and I'm staying in a hotel up in LA. So unfortunately, I probably won't be able to get a hold of you guys.
Man, you got it the rest of the night. Get that Rig Pi set up. Let's go.
I do not want to mess with any technology stuff. I've been messing with it all week at work. So just having the radio, and I have the stream up right now. I don't know if you're watching. I just have this pretty simple setup going. I don't feel like messing my night up because I know I'll be up till 1 or 2 in the morning trying to get that thing working. I got to be down in Anaheim at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So for a nice 12, 13, 14-hour day.
Yuck.
Gonna be in my neighborhood.
Right down the road, as we talked about before.
Yeah, I'll be there too. I always go into the office on Fridays, so yeah, I'll be thinking of you, neighbor.
I'm gonna hit that IHOP there that's by your work QTH. I heard they have like this thick smokehouse bacon that's like a half or whatever 3/4 inch thick that I want to try out. I saw in a commercial.
Bacon.
Has it been busy out here? Have you heard Keith or anything like that last couple nights?
No, I hear Keith is on vacation, spring break for the school, so I think he went out of town somewhere. He hasn't been out at all. And I think Fred took his ball and left because Keith isn't here. Not really. He's been out a little bit, but not too much. And I hear mostly Ward at night, so I think that's kind of been it. Although I do pack it in early, so who knows.
I checked into the Bozonet Sunday, and that's pretty much literally all the radio I did over that entire weekend, and haven't been back on since now.
And there you have it.
Oops.
What was that?
It was me accidentally replaying Andy saying, "There you have it." I was listening to the YouTube stream live, live to me, coming off the stream itself. So probably heard a little bit of an echo.
And now the rest of the story.
I'm jealous that he replayed you and not me.
Well, you can't just have a signal in this business, man.
Oops. It was me accidentally replaying Andy saying, "There you have it." I was listening to...
It's like deja vu all over again.
That can drive you nuts, huh?
Yeah, pretty quickly, I'd say.
So something we do at work, when we do like a remote or a person in a different area of the country or something coming in, if they're coming in off satellite or something, we have to supply what they call a mix minus, which is everything that's in the studio minus the person where they're at remotely. And sometimes that gets messed up and you end up sending that person's feed back and you hear exactly like that, like a second and a half later because of the satellite. You see people freaking out, start slurring their words. It's kind of funny.
That is funny. So what event are you covering over the next week or so?
Think here, I have Ducks tomorrow. I have Dodgers on Saturday. I have Kings on Sunday. I'm off on Monday. I'm doing a Clipper game remotely from Portland in LA on Tuesday, and the Academy Awards Wednesday through Sunday.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Cool stuff too, though.
It's hard to keep your head straight with jumping in different events because you get stuck in a mode and you're just, I don't know. It's kind of overwhelming at times, I guess.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine that. That makes sense. That's some of that stuff. What would you call it? I mean, high pressure stuff to get that all right.
When I first started, I came to the conclusion no matter if there's like 15 million people watching or 10,000 people watching, I'm going to try to give it my best effort. And after that, I don't really notice a difference, if you know what I mean. It's just, you're just doing the same thing, basically. Rather, if something's bigger or not, it's the same setup, kind of. Basically, the same equipment and everything.
Yeah, Roger, that makes sense, and that is probably the best way to look at it to prevent any unnecessary stress.
I used to get that stuck in my head when I first started, and it kind of freaked me out. Like when I was doing national broadcast versus a local broadcast, I'm using the same production truck. I'm at the same venue. I'm setting up the same exact equipment. It really doesn't make a difference of where it's airing at. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just the same type of deal. So I just kind of got it out of my head, and I don't really get affected at all by it like some people do.
Cool. So what kind of training did you get to do the job that you do?
First off, Keith says say hello. He is watching from Utah. So I don't know, real quick, if everybody on frequency want to ID and say hi, Keith. This is Greg K6EGG from Chino.
Hey, Keith, Rob in Riverside, November 6 kilowatt X-ray. Did you say Utah? Utah's an awesome state, so have fun.
Especially if you own a Jeep. Alpha Juliet 6 Bravo Echo. Hey, Keith, hope you're having a good time out there, man. Enjoy it and be safe.
How did Keith contact you, Greg? Was that via text or on the live stream?
I texted him, see if he wanted to listen in since he was away from his radio. He'll be back tomorrow, he said. So, unfortunately, I won't be here, Keith. So, enjoy the stream tonight. Hope to talk to you maybe on Monday.
Yeah, same here. Like I said, I've got that friend coming from Arkansas, so I'm not going to be around the radio pretty much all weekend. Tonight will be the last night, probably until possibly Sunday night, but maybe not until Monday. But stay safe and enjoy out there, Keith. Like I said, Utah's awesome. Gorgeous, gorgeous state. And Andy's right, especially if you have a Jeep. Moab is pretty amazing. One of these days I'm going to get my Jeep out there.
Yeah, you got to hurry back and put Fred in his place, man. He's number one on the hill again, so I can't have that.
He's in St. George. There's actually a good steakhouse. I'm trying to think of the name of it there, but I'll come up with it later. But enjoy your time there, Keith.
Hey, Andy, I'm pretty sure I'm still king of the hill. I mean, whenever I look at Greg's stream, I don't see Fred beating me.
Well, I mean Orange County folk, you know, they're a separate breed.
Yeah, breed is one word for it.
I got to meet Ward last weekend. That was kind of cool.
Was it? Even though he's one of those Orange County folk?
Yeah, man, I bought something from him, so it was a win-win. I got to meet him. I got a decent deal on something that I wanted to try out, and he got rid of something that he didn't need anymore. So that's a win all the way around.
I'd love to meet all you guys one of these days once things start calming down around here.
I think Fred and Keith were planning some kind of get-together / barbecue potluck or something like that once, like you said, once things calm down.
That'd be cool. I know they went to a restaurant somewhere down there, Fred, Keith, and I think maybe Alex or something. I'm not sure. There was another person there. I don't remember who they said it was, but yeah, I'm totally down. That'd be cool.
I believe I heard a comment out there. Go ahead.
I'm still king of the hill. This is KG6USS up here in the high desert.
You're right at my noise, but I heard high desert.
Hey.
King of the hill. I'm up here in the high desert. Kilo Golf 6 Uniform Sierra Sierra.
I heard USS. Is that you, John?
That is me. How
Good. Good to hear you out here, although I can't hear you too good. I've got higher than normal noise tonight for sure.
Too bad. You're blowing it up here, man. You're doing a good job.
Well, that's good to know. I always like getting good signal reports. So, hey, Andy, do you copy John up there in the high desert?
I can't quite carry a conversation with him, but I can hear him down there. He's just, he's really low for me. I'm having the same problem you are tonight.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to everybody. Geez, I haven't heard nobody even on 520. I was kind of wondering if y'all fell off the edge of the earth there. November 4 Oscar Echo is in here.
Is that an Oscar Echo station I heard out there?
Yeah, Nancy 4 Oscar Echo. I've been reading mail on you guys.
There's a lot of mail to read. A lot of mail to read. Good evening. Welcome aboard. K6EGG, Andy and Norco tonight.
Norco, really? There is a place called Norco, huh?
Yes, sir. Named after the drug or the north side of Corona, one of the two. The city or the drug?
I think it's about the city, but I'm not real sure. To be honest, I haven't ever listened to it. I'm surprised because I run a lot, and I do listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff when I run. But I don't remember what. Maybe I listened to a little bit of it and didn't like it or something. I don't remember. I just remember that there is one that has the word narco in the title. I thought it had something to do with drugs, and it turned out it was something about something happening in the city of Norco.
I gotcha. Yeah, there's a couple of historic things here it might have been talking about, or, you know, the other thing is all that's here really are horses and chickens and what comes out the back end, so it's not a whole lot else than that. Yeah, it's the north side of Corona. That's actually where the name came from. It was North Corona back in the day, so they called it Norco. It was really creative, but yep, it's 1591 where they come together. We're on the north side of that.
Yeah, you know, there's a bunch of cattle farms around there too. Not too far from there.
There used to be. There's still a few left in Chino, more by Greg over there, K6EGG, but they're fading fast. Everybody's moving up north or out of state.
Yeah, Chino is what I was thinking about. That's right. One time I had some visitors that came out here to see me from, where were they from? They were from Georgia, I think it was. And they were, anyway, it was a guy and his wife who was actually an employee of a company that I used to own part of. Anyway, they were out here, and so they wanted to go looking around in L.A. a little bit. So I said, well, I'll take. I had a 172 at the time. I said, I'll take you guys and fly you around all over this area. And when we got over Chino, after we got back home, they were talking about it, and they were talking about. They said, you know, it was unbelievable when we flew over Chino at about 5,000 or 10,000 feet. I'm not sure how far up we were, but they said you could actually smell the cows all the way up there in the air.
I'm surprised the methane. I'm surprised the methane didn't explode up there. You got to be careful. You fly too low, it just might ignite. Where are you calling from? Where's home base for you?
I'm up in
Oh, okay. Not too far. Oh, that was some time ago. Yeah, I got my tech way back in the day, you know, when Morse code was required and all that good stuff, but I didn't do my general and extra until, I don't know, 5, 8, 10 years ago, something like that.
That's me with my Mirage preamp on. It sounds like doo-doo.
Yeah, I'll have to pass on that one. Although I am, you know, I haven't done anything with Morse code since, but I'm starting to get interested in the idea. So I think my days are numbered. I'm probably going to buy a paddle and start tinkering with it here pretty soon. Well, there you go. Yeah, you've got some radios in the history book there.
Anybody watching? My chair sucks.
That's fantastic. Hey, I got to jump back for a minute. Go ahead and grab around with somebody else in the group here. I just got a notice that a package was delivered, but I don't see it out there. So I'm going to step away from the radio, take a quick look. I'll be back in a minute. AJ6BE, nice talking with you.
Yeah, AJ6BE, what was your handle?
Andy, Alpha November Delta Yankee.
I believe that's John K6 KG6 USS, and normally he comes in a lot louder, and today for some reason he is a lot lower, so it's hard to hear him. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk to him.
Hey, Rob, you still out there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you not hear the stations talking?
I can hear one side very faintly, and it just went away.
Sounds like somebody said they're in Altadena, and the other station he said he was talking to is in Altadena.
Altadena station, yeah, I can barely hear you, but I do copy you at the 5 watts, but you're definitely welcome here anytime, so definitely don't hesitate to chime in at any time. Greg couldn't hear you, so that was the issue there. November 6 kilowatt X-ray, Rob in Riverside.
Yeah, I lost your call too, John. What is your call again slowly, John? November 4 Oscar Echo, Nancy 4 Oscar Echo. Okay, real good. This is Fred K6EGG. The other station was 5 watts. Sir, go ahead. You got the frequency. Go ahead. We're listening. Okay, 5 watts. Boy, you got beautiful audio on 5 watts. Give me your call again slowly so I can write it down in my log, QSL. W6BFD. And your name? Okay, Brian. Yeah, go ahead and talk to John. No, the other station could hear you. We apologize for that. Go ahead. Your frequency is yours. Go ahead, Brian. Used to make a Sideman walkie-talkie about 25, 30 years ago. Anyway, who's out there to pick it up? Pick it up right there, Riverside, and talk to John. K6EGG listening. Go ahead, Rob.
Actually, let me see if I can make contact with him real quick there, Fred. This is Greg, K6EGG. John in Altadena, do you have a copy on Greg? Yeah, I kind of hear you right at my noise level, but I definitely do hear you talking. It's kind of hard sometimes with what you're saying, but it's nice to make contact with you over there in Altadena. You're a little ways in a way. I got some hills in a way between me and you, so I'm surprised I can hear you. You said you were running 5 watts? Okay, copy that. You on a base in the whole 9 yards where you're at? I can hear your audio, but you're just not registering anything on my meters. I'm probably not also to you, so that's what I'm guessing. We just got some dirt in the way between me and you. What kind of radio are you running? You go all that trouble, then you're not interested. That's unfortunate. By the way, if you want to hear and listen to the stream and watch it, you can if you got a computer nearby, you can type in my call letters, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, live in the YouTube search engine, and it should be the first thing that pops up. You can hear how your signal is making it over to the beautiful city of Chino, and along with everybody else that I can hear in here. So if you're, like I said, if you got a computer nearby, just check out K6EGG live on YouTube. I'm in the city of Chino, about 2 miles north of the Chino airport and about a mile south of the 60 freeway. Are you familiar with that area at all?
So hard to hear him.
Oh yeah, you can. I can smell the cows right now from where I'm sitting. It's probably going to get warm the next couple of days. It feels like. But John, it's nice making contact with you over there and Altadena there. I think it was N40E. Is that correct? I'm very interested in the space program myself. A buddy I went to high school with that I ran on my cross-country team, Victor Glover, is actually in the space station right now, floating over us probably. He'll be coming back home in about 2 weeks from what I hear. So, yeah, I'm very interested in the space program. I've followed it since I was a little kid. I've been to Kennedy Space Center probably 5 or 6 times. I've been over at the Johnson Space Center in Houston once or twice, and I watch the NASA channel on my TV probably at least once a day. So I'm really interested in the space program and what it has to offer. So it's great making contact with you, John. There. This is Greg K6EGG from the city of Chino. I'll turn it over to somebody else here. I can't remember call letters to save my life. In fact, I got a paper with it all written down in front of me, so that way I can kind of remember from a 10-minute conversation who I'm talking to there and where they're at. So, yeah, it's great to hear you make contact with you, sir, and I hope you're out here again sometime and conditions are a little better so we can hear each other a little bit clearly. Yeah, I don't know if it's open right now, unfortunately. I think it opens up May 1st from what I'm hearing, but I'm not 100% sure. Have you ever been at the Flo's Diner that's the north side of the airport? Copy that. Yep, hopefully it will end here pretty soon. I think things are going to start opening up in June, hopefully. But Fred, you still out there? This is Greg K6EGG, or Rob. Want to pick it up here?
Is this one working? AJ6BE.
There you go. Got you in there. There's a John out there in Altadena. I don't know if you can hear him.
Yeah, I was talking to him for a little bit, but went and got the package. It happened to have my power poles in it, so now I've got the 9700 powered up. Now I got to figure out how to set everything. Yeah, I've been trying to get one for a little bit, kind of not too seriously, but finally someone had one in stock and I pulled the trigger on it. So it actually beat my 101 here, so that gives me something to play with while I wait, I guess.
Well, that's really neat. Yeah, I'd like to have one of those. I'd like to get something on 1296. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know what's up there, but yeah, that's really neat. Well, that's a first-class radio. I've got I've got the HF version of it, which is the 7300, and it's a really nice radio. I like my 7300.
Yeah, the other radio I was talking to you with earlier, the 9100, I've been really happy with that, but it doesn't have the SDR and it doesn't have the cool screen, so I need to figure out how to make this thing show all that cool stuff.
Well, you didn't have a lot of the features, but it's when I bought it, I thought well, I'm gonna learn something about the satellite, because I'm kind of involved in that industry. I always have been. I came from JGL and from Hughes and from Stanford Research Institute. I've always been around some kind of places like that, and so I thought, well, I'll get really interested in that. And the only thing that was interesting to me was making the antennas. And once I got them all working, then it kind of lost its luster.
There you go. I'll let you guys get back at it here while I try and figure this thing out. It's very pretty compared to what I had.
Yeah, when you get that thing going, we got to try out the D-Star. I can actually talk to somebody that's close enough that I can start adjusting my my settings on the D-Star microphone and audio settings and stuff, because I know it's a little bit different than the regular FM or USB.
Yeah, I would agree. Fred's been a heck of a salesman for it as well. He's brought a lot of people, including me, down here. So, yeah, it's turned out well. Nice group of guys. Always interesting conversation, tinkering with antennas and radios and things like that. So, it's worked out pretty well.
Good luck with that new radio. You're going to really enjoy that thing. I think that's a fine piece of machinery. What did you have to pay about $1,800 for this thing?
It was $1,500.
Yeah, that's good. That's the only thing that's standing in the way of me getting one up. Well, other than the fact that I've already got the 9100, I really hate to buy things when I've already got something that works.
Yeah, I totally went against that, because I also have the 9100. It's a great radio. I really like it, but it doesn't have all the pretty screens. And as technology changes, I'm finding myself more interested in the radio with an SDR receiver instead of...
It does have a great screen on it.
Watching the screen here on YouTube, fingers going across it. But yeah, it's interesting, the new technology and the receiver differences.
By the way, you sound so much cleaner with the 9700, by the way.
The microphone's very different, so I kind of expected that. I put the compressor on 1, that's what I had the 9100 on, so we'll keep it there and see what that's like.
Crank it up to 3.
Now you're going to make me find it now.
Function button, multi-button, top right. Andy, you're going to love this radio there. I thought I loved my TS2000. I still miss some functionality of it, crossband repeat being the big one, but this 9700, the menus are so easy to go through. Other than my clock keep on going back on time, I have not had any issues, and I had 0 issues updating the firmware. The latest firmware we did a couple weeks ago, 1.3, I think, which you should also probably do before you get too crazy into it.
Do a what? An update?
Yeah, firmware update. It added a couple different features on it. You're probably at 1.26, and the newest is 1.30.
Well, I found where to turn the compressor on and off. I don't see where the adjustment is, and it was just open to it when I first turned it on, so I'll have to tinker with it later.
Yeah, you do sound better, Andy. You sound real good, W6WWD.
There we go. I found it. Comp 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Comp 3.
Yeah, that brought up your audio a little bit there. And hello, Brian, W6BFT out in Altadena that's listening right now. Hey, Ward, did you do something with your radio? You sound a lot different than when I talked to you last. Gosh, it's probably been about 10 days.
Greg, no, I haven't done anything. I'm a little tired this evening, but no, I haven't, to the best of my knowledge. Well, what do you see as a difference?
Well, if you take a look at probably the last stream I talked to you on, or you look back in like a week and a half ago, you're like an S9, and now you're barely an S2, and your audio sounds kind of waving in and out.
Yeah, you're a tad weaker, and you sound different out here too, Ward.
Well, I'm gonna have to check. Yeah, I did. I forgot I did buy get a low band app filter, which helps with some of my interference and noise. I wonder if that's giving me a little bit of some loss here, or a lot of loss.
It definitely looked like a huge difference on my end, and you can look for yourself on past streams.
And Ward, over here, you're usually hitting me with 2 red bars. Right now, your signal is fluctuating between 7 and peaking at maybe an 8.
Oh, roger that. Okay, well, unless you can hear me, but looks like I lost a little juice. Maybe I'll have to unplug it and see if that'll change anything. Give me a few minutes.
Yeah, hi. Boy, Greg, way to bring everybody down. Jeez.
Sorry. Just wanted to let him know he sounded different. I mean, he was booming in here, solid S9. Now he's like waving in and out. It sounded like almost something was wrong. So I just gave him a little warning.
Well, he definitely sounded different to me too. Probably, I would say almost two S units lower, and he sounds a little different too. But I don't know if that's just I don't have him tuned in. Did you try tuning him in?
Oh yeah, he's tuned in fine. I just don't. It just sounds weird. You can take a look at the stream on here too, see him waving in and out.
It's kind of interesting because when he came on here, he sounded off frequency to me, like I would have to tune him in. But if I did that, then you would not be in tune. And I'm still really jealous of your low noise floor. Mine's like S3.
I do have my my preamp off, which I know I've been running it on when I first started. So now I have it off. So that might be part of it. I'll turn it on and see if it makes a difference.
Well, I never have mine on, and even without it on, it's S3 noise. Go ahead. Was that you, Ward?
Yeah, gentlemen. All right. How was it? I tell you, they took the bandpass filter out. The only thing I took out was the bandpass, and I did get another triplexer. I wonder if this triplexer has a problem. So is it still really different from what it used to be, Rob?
No, that helped. You did actually hit me with one red bar that last transmission, so it definitely brought your signal up. You still sound off frequency to me, but that's an entirely different issue.
1 second, Rob. Who's that calling me? Yeah, Fred. Okay, roger that. Yeah, well, I appreciate that, Fred. Yeah, Rob, yeah, this is a 2-meter bandpass filter, so it's obviously got some loss in there.
Yeah, because that definitely made a difference, but I'll let Greg give his opinion.
Yeah, you actually seem to have gotten worse, if anything, for me. You used to be a solid S9 and like no like clear audio. Yeah, something sounds definitely different. That triplexer might be doing something. Rob has a little better, clearer line of sight to each other there, and you know where you're at compared to me. So that might have to do with conditions a little bit, but I don't think your signal should have went down 3/4 of what it normally is, at least in my eyes. But it's just my personal opinion.
Okay, roger that. Well, I appreciate that. You know, it could be propagation. I don't know. I guess what I could do is I could remove that triplexer and just go straight back to the radio, see if that isolates it. The last triplexer I know shorted out and they gave me a new one. I didn't really want to use it, but then I put low band filter, hoping to keep PR out of the radio when I'm using my HF and cut down on a little noise, but a little bit too much cutting out of stuff. Looks like it hurt me. So let me go, give me a minute. I think I'll throw the coax straight in the radio and see what it's like. I'll be back.
I may do the same thing with mine. I've got a diplexer on mine. I've wondered about that. I think I'll switch that straight around to the 2-meter antenna and see if it makes any difference.
Greg, I did have to tune Ward in, and I had to go down to like 249.9192 to make him sound decent.
He sounds on frequency to me. It just sounds like his signal is just not there where it normally is. And I mean, for a while, I mean, he was coming in as good as Andy was. It is. So it was just shocking. I thought he was a different person there at first.
And I would agree, even on that last transmission, when he was talking to you, I was watching the signal, and his average signal strength was still lower than what I'm used to, definitely.
Keith texted me a joke. Is he on a mobile antenna? Ask him if he's on a mobile antenna. So I'm going to ask for Keith. Ward, are you on a mobile antenna?
So for clarification, did I hear this correct, Andy? You got a 9700?
Yeah, and it beat the 101 here, but yes, I did.
Jeez, living life large. A 9700 and a 101. Woo!
I'm hoping it's the perfect setup.
I don't know, man. I don't think you're going to like either one of them, and you'll probably wind up selling at least the 101 really dirt cheap to me.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm hoping there's a chance for me.
It sure is pretty compared to the 9100.
I really like the 9700, but you know what I like even more? That 101.
Well, they have their separate functions, right? Ooh, I'm figuring the scope out.
Oh, I'll just say it since you guys stopped talking real quick. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some more water. I like barbecue hamburgers for dinner, and they're very salty.
Catch you in a bit. AJ6BE for ID.
November 6 kilowatt X-ray. Rob in Riverside for ID.
November 4 Oscar Echo, John in Pasadena. And I just took my doppler out. I don't know if this made any difference or not.
Hey, John, I switched radio, so I can't give you a good guesstimate on whether it's improved or not, but I can hear you just fine. AJ6 in Norco, AJ6BE in Norco.
I think you're about the same. I'm not sure. Another thing I wondered about this 910H is if the compressor makes any difference.
I'm sure it does, but I'd have to be paying attention. Did you turn it on?
Well, this is with it on, and this is with it off. So I wonder if that makes any difference.
It's making a difference, but for me, it's actually distorting your audio. You're actually cleaner without it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I haven't been using it in the past for that reason. I'm just curious if it did make any difference. Yeah, it's really kind of hard to do that kind of stuff to audio and not have distortion.
I'm wondering if I'm having the same thing on your end with the compressor on 3 that it is right now. Is the audio clear, or does it sound over-compressed?
No, it sounds nice and clean to me now.
Okay, good. I'll just leave it where it's at then.
I think you can go up to like a 5, at least a 5 before it sounds compressed.
Yeah, my 9100 was okay at a 1, but if I went even to a 2, it started really getting distorted. So, interesting how they're different.
Well, your 9100, does it have a... I'm not sure. Mine has a control on how much compression you have. Does it have a control on it?
Yeah, if you push and hold the compressor button or whatever, the comp button, it'll open it up and you can adjust it with your VFO knob.
Andy, my comp is at 5.
Try 3.
No.
Alrighty then.
I'm just kidding. Everybody tells me it sounds better at 5, but I never got your opinion, so let me try that.
I'm pretty close. I might not be the right one to ask.
Well, that's true. There's that's definitely a good point, but I'll give it a try. How does it sound? 1, 2, 3.
That's at 3?
Roger.
And try it again at 5?
Okay, this is at 5. Sorry about that. Of course I hit my VFO knob when I try to change the compression number back. Anyway, how does that sound?
Yeah, they both sound decent. The 5 is probably right on the envelope of getting a little bit too loud for me, but it's probably because I'm so close.
You have a couple of S units here when you switch.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Yeah, I said it looks like you went up a couple of S units when you switched to the compressor.
A couple S units on the compressor between a 3 and a 5? That's interesting.
Yeah, go back. You're at the, what are you at right now?
Right now my compression is at 5, number 5.
Yeah, you're hitting a peak of about S9. S8 right now on my meter. Of course, these meters don't mean too much.
Okay, and I'm back down to compression number 3. So what is my meter reading now?
You're peaking at 7. You lost the S unit.
Well, that's very interesting. So there you go, Andy. I'm going up to 5.
Yeah, I was looking on YouTube, and on Greg's needle, you're in exactly the same spot for both. So you must just be driving the transistors a little bit harder with the compressor up a little bit. So it makes sense.
Yeah, and you and Greg are both fairly close to me. So yeah, to get a reading from John in Pasadena probably is more accurate of the difference that it can make.
Made about 1 S unit of difference on this radio.
Yeah, that's good to know. I appreciate that, John.
I turned mine up too. Do you notice any difference there, John? This is Greg K6EGG compressor setting number 5 with my IC-9700.
That's on the 9100?
Yeah, it's on the 9100, but I don't see any way to control it. I tried holding down the compressor button and it doesn't happen.
Oh, that's interesting, because mine, I push and hold the compressor button for, 2 or 3 seconds, and it opens a little level on the bottom, and then you can adjust it with the VFO knob.
You mean the VFO, you mean the maintainer knob?
Yes, sir.
Try it again, Ward. Talk a little bit more for me.
Okay, Roger. Yeah, just go extreme. Remove the triplexer and the low band filter, so it is, should be hopefully back to where it is. Let's go propagation tonight, but nothing else has changed. Back to you.
Yeah, I do think that might have helped. I mean, I did get a red bar from you. It just seems like the signal is the variance is higher. So, obviously depending on when you're talking and the modulation, it's going down to like a 7. So it's fluctuating between 7 and 9, and I don't know if I have a bad memory. I don't remember it fluctuating quite as much, but I think on this last transmission, it seems like it was staying closer to the 8 and 9.
Okay, Roger on that. Yeah, no, before we were kind of a mirror signal back and forth, so yeah, it could be the band conditions, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't, other than those two things, and now I'm, like I said, directly connected to the radio. It should be the same, but I'll just we'll check it another day.
Well, actually, that's a good point, Ward. Let me ask you this, then. What am I coming in at on your meter?
Give me a quick 5 count, and I'll give you that. Hold on.
Yeah, Roger. So test 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I want to see how our signals compare because, like you said, we're pretty much always a mirror image of each other. So if your signal report for me is the same as mine for you, then we know it's propagation.
No, yours is pretty much similar. One bar peaking at 2 bars over 9. So yeah, don't have an explanation on my end.
Normally he's right on.
Yeah, because I just got a red bar from you.
Normally he's right on frequency on 144.250. So very strange conditions here tonight here in Southern California for ham radio, at least sideband wise.
1 bar over 9, so and then peaking at 2. So nothing wrong on your end.
Yeah, okay, so that's the difference that I'm really noticing. It just seems like your signal is not as constantly strong as what I'm used to. It's not staying at the S8 or S9 level.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to look around, but I have really left everything alone, so I don't have an explanation for it.
Hey guys, I gotta jump out of here. I gotta call the X-File downstairs. I gotta go down and see what's going on. Anyway, November 4 Oscar Echo is gonna be temporarily QRT.
November 4 or Oscar Echo. It's good talking to you, John. Have a good evening.
Yeah, you too. 7-3.
Take care, John. AJ 6BE.
Take care, John. K6EGG. Look at all those meters going.
I'm not even going to try and figure that one out.
Amperage, SWR, that's a compressor level, and audio level going out there on the middle right before the 100% there.
Yeah, but how are you putting them up there? How are you getting that setting on it?
On the bottom, there's a function key, which I'll go to. Oops, sorry about that. Go to menu key, and you can select scope, which you see on the screen there, audio or meter. So what I would normally run is on audio, so you can see this all the time, or you can select the scope. I normally don't run it on that, just because it looks annoying to me, and I'm not using it. I'm not using the radio. You can change the span and everything like that through here, so which I don't have that going. And then I run the audio when I'm just checking. Or the meters when I'm checking all the different audio. You can see your amps, what you're drawing on your power supply, your SWR, audio levels, everything like that. So you don't want nothing too much in the red there.
Oh, there we go. All right, well, that works. I don't have to read the manual this way. This is much better.
Free demonstrations from K6EGG, the city of Chino.
Broadcasting live.
-3 seconds.
Actually, I heard if I got a little faster computer, it will. I can lose about half of that delay. I'm running a 11-year-old iMac right now. It's actually doing the job pretty decently, considering how old it is, and I can't update it anymore.
Wow, that is impressive. Hey, Ward, are you still there? I just thought of something else. You haven't changed your compression, have you?
Well, yeah, I'm still here, Rob. No. Everything's identical. Everything's identical.
And your mic gain, everything's identical.
Yep. No, I haven't been on the outside. I haven't done anything. So, hopefully, propagation.
Where'd Fred go? Is he sandbagging on us?
Maybe he's trying to recruit some people that are on 146.520 over here.
Hey, Greg, did you hear about my contact with Death Valley?
I think I heard somebody talking about it on Sunday briefly. I think Fred was talking about it real quick.
Yeah, that's my new record. The guy was up 9,000 feet, but I've got emails from him and everything confirming the contact. He gave me his GPS coordinates, 149 miles.
Beautiful. Congratulations. Conditions are going to be improving the next couple of weeks, I hope. Coming into the end of May, it should be really starting to pump out here, which is weird why I don't hear Ward very good where I'm at right now. Usually he's solid here, and I'm just baffled by it, unless we got some, weird stuff going on in the air tonight.
It was kind of cool, that guy that I made the contact with in Death Valley, and being up 9,000 feet, that makes all the difference in the world. But he sent me some pictures, and one of the pictures he sent me was his notes that he'd taken of all his contacts, and it showed me on there. But I was telling Curtis about the contact I made, and Curtis said he made a contact with the same guy. So the picture he sent me, sure enough, I saw Curtis's call sign on there.
Oh, beautiful. Small world. Oh, yeah, that's who he was talking about. I was talking to on Sunday. I was like falling asleep. I couldn't remember what exactly we were talking about. But, yeah, that's a heck of a run going all the way up to Death Valley, plus a lot of hills in the way. Obviously, 9,000 feet helps, but still, that's a heck of a run.
He could hear me really good. He said I was super strong, but, I was pushing 100 watts versus his 5 watts.
You know what I think he needs to do, right?
Take my 100 watts up there?
He's going to have to drag if he's listening, by the way, he's going to have to drag a big old giant power supply with him, some sort of power supply for the power supply, like a generator or something, gasoline for that generator, and a bigger antenna along with coax.
There you go.
Actually, back in the day, me and my buddy took my Antron 99 off my house, my parents' house actually, and took it up to Idlewild, and even brought one of those Radio Shack poles. We jammed it in the ground there, about 5 feet deep or so, maybe a little bit less, and we hooked it up to his CB with his amplifier and just blanketed Southern California with it, with like 250 watts.
How cool is that?
I've never made so many contacts in my entire life that day. I kind of want to do that with this radio, but there's like no way I can make that happen with the vehicle I have and stuff like that. But it would be fun to try again.
By the way, I missed this. I missed this text earlier from Keith. He said I sound the best in St. George.
You are the closest. I don't know, even Fred sounded low tonight. Maybe it's weird conditions in that area or something. Maybe it's good Keith's in Utah, because I probably wouldn't be able to hear him if he was in Long Beach tonight. I bet you Andy's just sitting there messing with the menu on his radio right now, just enjoying his new toy. I didn't think he was actually going to get a 9700. I don't remember that part of the conversation the last couple of weeks, so it's nice to have him jump aboard here.
I got scared you guys were going to kick me out.
Keith's next.
Actually, all kidding aside, I was afraid they weren't going to be available, so I found one that was in stock, and I'm like, I got to pull the trigger.
Isn't it funny how that works? You always want what you can't have, and fear of missing out or FOMO is a real thing.
Yeah, I'll use that one.
It's funny because I've kept my eye on these for a while too, and there's been 2 or 3 times where they'll just go like completely out of stock, and it'll be out of stock for a month and a half, 2 months. Then they'll come back and they'll be all over the country. Then they'll be out of stock again.
It was definitely something I wanted to get eventually anyway, so it's just nice to have pulled the trigger and have it. The timing wasn't fantastic after buying the other radio, but we'll deal with it.
By the way, I went in the HRO on Tuesday. There wasn't anything in there. Like the whole shelves were like empty for radios.
Somebody was saying, it might have been Ward, but somebody was saying the other day that they were unplugging the last FTM 400 that was on display and giving it to somebody. I mean, it's like really bad right now as far as supply goes.
Yeah, I was in there for the first time after they finally reopened and you could go inside, and that's exactly how it was. No radios on the shelves to speak of. And I know Bob, he was selling display radios left and right.
Maybe it'll be a good time to dump my TS-2000 then. It's sitting on my desk not doing anything.
I tell you what, I posted a bunch of old stuff I had around here, and that's really what I paid with this thing, or for this thing with. It's old stuff that was in the shelves. The only thing I got rid of that I wouldn't have mind keeping was the 857, but after plugging it in the RV and realizing it's only like 20 or 30 watts or something on UHF and 50 on VHF, I thought, time to upgrade.
Where did you post it up on?
I took Ward's advice, put it on Craigslist, and somebody called me. He's like, hey, you got a bunch of stuff for sale? I said, I got a few things, yeah. He's like, what do you got? And I started running through it. He's like, what do you take for all of it? And it kind of went down pretty quick. Within 2 hours, I had the cash in my pocket and an empty shelf.
That's beautiful. Then you get more radios.
Exactly. I should have done that first and then bought the radio, but I bought the radio and then did that. So either way, it worked out.
Same as cash credit card. There you go. I like that idea.
Guys, I have to make a retraction.
Uh-oh.
Keith said I misinterpreted his text.
Which part?
He said I sound best. That's all I read. You know, that was like the only part that mattered. But the rest of the text was I sound best at comp 5 versus comp 3.
Someone's going to have to do a separate stream so I can hear myself on the radio. I'm the only one that hasn't been able to hear myself.
Well, you must be 5 by 9 at the house, right?
I would hope so. I'm going to have to get another radio just so I can duplex with myself.
And then you're going to deafen the receiver, which will make it more realistic, right?
Yep.
righty then.
Well, just go back and watch your streams, and when you hear me talking to you and you see my signal, that's pretty much what I get with you.
So basically, you're blowing my antenna up.
Well, for example, if I'm watching the stream right now, when I'm talking without your preamp on, I'm peaking a little over 20 plus, and that's pretty much the same that you're doing here.
I just put it on to make you feel better again. Go ahead and look at it again.
Yeah, Roger, I appreciate that. Greg, I want to see that plus 40 peeking up there on that big old meter up there. Thank you, thank you.
If you get an amplifier, it might go over plus 40.
Yeah, I wonder what your signal would be here if you turn your amplifier off. Because right now we kind of have mirror images of each other in terms of the S meter. But like you said, you do have that amp.
And this is me running about 50 watts right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that does make a difference, but it's not a huge difference. I mean, you're still like a plus, if I had to guesstimate it, it looks like it'd be like a plus 17 on here.
Yeah, so we're about close with each other there. I have it back on now. I want to get above plus 40. Or, yeah, plus 40. I want to do, maybe I'll get like 1,000 watt linear here.
Yeah, and like I said, our signals are pretty close to mirror because when I put my preamp on, you were coming in close to plus 40, just like I am on your screen.
Ever thoughts about getting any amplifiers or anything?
I have, yes, definitely.
They're hard to come by right now as well. They're like everything. They're sold out.
I think I bought HRO's last Mirage B320G, to be honest with you, because as soon as I bought it, I looked back on the next day and there was none in stock anywhere, any different HROs. And this one came from Portland, Oregon, I think.
The MFJ website shows that they have them in stock, but they want like $600 on their website. It's not worth that kind of money to me.
Yeah, this one was $529, something like that. I can't remember.
So I ordered some Heliax cable. Did I tell you about that last Sunday? I ordered it's like a 62-foot run, a couple of them. It appears that I'm having trouble talking tonight. It appears that I got taken by an eBayer, so got to work with eBay to get my cash back.
Was it a fake Chinese one or something like that, you think?
I don't know. He had 44 reviews or 44, whatever they call it, people that had bought stuff from him. So kind of strange that he suddenly disappeared. Maybe he had some health problems or something. I don't know.
That sucks. I've only had one bad experience on eBay, and all of them been pretty decent. And actually, Facebook Classified, I've done pretty good on. I sold a couple microphones on there.
You got to be on Facebook for that one to work, though. So talk to me about this radio and the preamps, guys. Are you guys leaving the preamps on most of the time? Because one thing I noticed is my 9100 seems to be a little bit more sensitive than this one. Unless I turn this one's preamp on, then it's kind of equivalent.
Well, for me, I was always running it, but the noise from the signal, like the static, kind of started driving me nuts because I'm wearing headphones. So I decided to turn it off because you guys are all within range. I can hear you. Only turn it on now when I need it. just because I don't want to hear the static or whatever. So at least that's my personal opinion on it. Yeah, it does bring some extra stuff in. I do have a preamp on my Mirage, which I don't use because it just adds noise, and it also adds like a little bit of a high frequency riz to it. So that's my theory on the preamps.
Yeah, I tend not to use mine very often either. It's just, for the most part, it just increases my noise level. If there's a really weak signal out there that I think the preamp will help, I'll just hit the button real quick. But in general use, I don't have it on.
I noticed it made a big difference with John out there in Pasadena on this radio, I mean, because the 91 doesn't have one. It does for HF, it doesn't for VHF. So the receiver was about the same with the preamp on this one, but if I turn the preamp off, I could just barely hear. I probably couldn't even hold a conversation with John.
I would probably have to agree with you on that. That's where I brought in, yeah, I'll turn it on just so I can maybe pick him up a little bit. But I don't think I had it on when he was talking because it was just mixing more static in with him.
Yeah, and for me, I could hear John fine without the preamp on. But yeah, if he was any weaker, I didn't even think about trying to turn the preamp on when that other station, the guy that was on the 5 watts, Brian W6 BFT. I didn't even think about putting the preamp on.
I never heard Brian, but he is watching and listening on YouTube right now. So if you guys want to say hi to him.
Oh, I know. That's how I was able to remember his call sign.
I wish I could have heard him. Well, maybe as conditions get a little better here. What do you guys think about this meter setup? Should I run this one or run the audio one?
Well, I think that meter, the information that it shows, that's really more for you than anything, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. I think the scope is probably a more interesting view.
Copy that. Scope it is.
Of course, that's coming from a guy who didn't have the pretty colors before, so I'm a little biased.
It does look pretty, though, doesn't it?
Night and day.
It's weird. Brian's only 30 miles away, and I couldn't even hear him, so that's very, very strange.
Geez, even I don't know how to run my 9700 yet.
You don't?
I hear a sandbagger.
Yeah, I've been around.
10-yard penalty, sandbagging, first down.
You still recruiting over there, Fred?
Yeah.
Let's see if you can bring in 10 people in this weekend.
Sounds like raising money.
It's like a ham telethon for upper sideband.
For Jerry's kids.
There were some people down on 144-200. Maybe you can grab them.
Oh, is somebody using their scope?
No, I had my 9100. I was kind of playing around with it while this one was going.
Gotcha. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to have to get out of here. Been one of those days, but it's good to be back on the radio. It's been a while. Good talking to you guys, and have a good weekend, because I probably won't be on here again until at least Sunday night. November 6th, Kilowatt X-Ray 73.
Have fun with your friends from Arkansas there. Hope to talk to you on Monday if I'm back on, so take care. K6EGG.
I will be gone as well until Sunday, so if I don't talk to you, have a good one. If I do, well, it's because you turned your radio on and the beam worked. 73's AJ6BE.
Hey, Rob?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I looked at a bunch of Jeeps today, and, that top of the roof, I looked at the material it was made out of.
Yeah, it's fiberglass.
Yeah, so I looked inside. I looked at a Gladiator today, and I was just looking how to ground everything up on that thing.
Yeah, it'd be a challenge.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have to work at it. How's my signal up there tonight?
Your typical S9 plus one red bar, Fred.
S9, I gained a bar?
No, S9 plus one red bar, which you've always had one red bar.
I never can get two, huh? Not even flicker to the next one?
You've gotten two in the past, but not tonight. No dice.
Can you tell any difference on my audio at all? Clarity or punch or anything besides the signal?
Nope. You sound good.
You sound like an FM station out here. You sound clearing too. Yeah, because I got 1,600 feet of radios now out there.
You need 1,600 watts.
That amplifier would be about $10,000.
Yeah, probably more than that. All right, Fred, I got to get out of here. Good hearing you out there. You have a great evening. 7-3, November 6th, Kilowatt X-Ray.
And 7-3, catch you later. Your station sounds good. One more time, let me give you a signal report for the night. K6 West.
From me?
Yeah, there you go. 18 tonight.
What? 18?
18.
I'm plus 18?
Yep.
Oh, that's obviously with your preamp on.
Oh, well, yeah. Let me shut it off.
All right, I'll give you another test. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you're 9.
Yeah, I think we're probably a mirror of each other.
Yeah, 9, and you got one red bar coming up.
There you go, mirror image.
Okay, well, we got good sound of stations. Anyway, 73s, have a good night, and catch you later. KN6 West. Voice of Cerritos, 3 miles west of the Knott's Berry Farm Stagecoach.
You too, Fred. See you guys later.
73s, KN6 West.
I drove by your house last weekend, or actually 2 weekends ago there, Fred.
By my house or in my track?
In your area. I went right by Knott's Berry Farm, right in front of it.
You see the stagecoach?
I don't remember. I think I was looking at the not the Matterhorn, but the Montezuma's Revenge or whatever that thing was.
Montezuma's Revenge, okay.
Whatever that yellow ride is, I remember looking at it real quick and going, hey, I'm going by Fred's house. Actually, I was talking to Keith on the radio, heading down the Cypress from Anaheim.
Okay, real good. What were you doing down here?
I went and visited my cousin on Easter.
Okay.
And of course, you went on 5-2.
I wasn't there?
Nope, that's where me and Fred were, or Fred, me and Keith were originally talking, and we switched over to 550.
Okay, well, I'm in and out working on antennas and this and that, working on things, working on a backpack, working on D-Star here half the day today. I was in and out, but several things. Always working on amateur radio. A lot of problems to solve.
I hear you. I wish I had more time with it next couple weeks. I'm about halfway through with my work run, so another 2.5 more weeks. I should have some more free time.
Yeah, I thought my antenna was going sour. Then Ward was doing something with that bandpass filter. We changed it, and all of a sudden his signal came way up to me. I thought there was something wrong with my antenna.
Yeah, conditions are weird today. Some people that are normally coming in better are not, and some people that don't come in are coming in better. So very strange for me tonight. So maybe conditions are a little funky. I just wondered if Curtis was out here to see how he sounded. He's usually the one that's consistent all the time.
Yeah, well, you notice tonight I was shying away from a lot of people because that guy came up there with 5 watts. I wanted him to talk I wanted him to get his feet wet. I didn't want everybody to shy him away so he might not come back again. So he's part of the conversation. Even when he had 5 watts, he sounded very clear. He had a very clean signal. He wasn't loud, but the signal was very clean, though.
I couldn't hear him at all, not even a little tiny bit. I don't know if you have the stream up at all. You could probably go back and take a listen, but I accidentally keyed over him because I didn't know you were talking to somebody at one point.
Yeah, well, he was talking to John up there in for OE, and, I said, hey, go have at it. He wanted to bow out there. He thought everybody wanted to take over, but it's everybody's frequency, so everybody's got to get their feet wet, or otherwise they won't come back. That's why I was shying away and let other people talk, And you do a good job leading the group the way you're doing, so it's perfect what you're doing, invite everybody in, blah, 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 blah. So now he'll come back again because he was invited, he felt comfortable here, but he felt that he was taking up somebody's time. He wasn't taking nobody's time up. It's everybody's frequency.
Yeah, I hear you. I just wish I can talk the next couple of weeks because I'm going to be so freaking busy. It's been kind of nice kind of getting away from things, not turning on TV. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. And that station at 5 watts, who knows, someday you might get a better antenna or a bigger radio, whatever. And I didn't get to talk to much. He was on what kind of radio it was for 5 watts. Maybe it was one of those 705s. I don't know. But all I know is he had a very good signal. I heard him very good. He was weak, but his audio was loud. His signal was very clean, but maybe you didn't hear him over there. But he had a good conversation with John, and John's an older guy. He's up there in his 80s, so I thought those two guys let him go at it.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, when I first got back in the ham radio last couple of years, I started with a Baofeng 4-watt radio with a discone antenna laying on top of my roof. So I, you build up your station slowly, and as you have time, and you never know. He might be 500 watts away from the biggest station out here. So you just don't know. So hopefully he'll come back. I looked on his QRZ page. It looked like he got his license last year. So maybe he's just in the beginning here. So it'd be great to have him out here if he can. I hope I can hear him at some point.
Oh, that was W6BFT. Just got his license last year?
That's what it said on his thing. He got into ham radio last year during the lockdown.
And he's got a 1x3 call. He already got a vanity call. See, that's the whole thing I don't like when they just get their ham license and got a vanity call. It throws me off from an old ham because, by the letters, and I could kind of tell when he got his call, see? Now, if I didn't look him up, I thought he had his call a long time. So, I know they changed that. I know they all want it, but, I think it should have went back the old way. You got to have that call a couple years before you can change your call.
And it looks like he already has his extra that was effective in February. So So he just moved up pretty fast. So that's pretty good. You know, I don't mind the call signs, whatever. Back in the day, I kind of did, but now people are like moving and not changing their call letters and stuff like that. They're just sticking with what they have because that's what they're known by. So whatever works for them, I guess. But I understand what you're saying, though. It kind of throws you off. When I got my call, mine was K6EGG. That was, I think, March of 2000.
Right away when you hear somebody's call out there in the old days, I already know what state he was from. He might be Mobile or whatever, but I know what state he's from as soon as he gave his call. Now, you can't even hardly tell nowadays. You have to go to the internet and all the time look it up. Oh, well, that's just my personal views and opinions on that.
I totally understand. Absolutely 100%.
I know they're happy about it because I remember when I was a young ham, I wanted to change my call like that, but you couldn't do it that way then. Oh, well, that's the way it goes. But anyway, he did have a good signal, and his audio was real clean. It was real clean. I didn't get to talk to him much, but next time when he gets there, I'll find out what kind of antenna he's got and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, 73s, have a good night there. You're doing a good job. Everybody likes it. But I want to give everybody a shot out there. I don't want to, take over the frequency. I know everybody wants to call, talk to me about this. I realize that, but I want to give everybody a shot. It's everybody's frequency, and I want everybody to feel welcome because I remember when I was at a young ham, and got into other stations there, and a lot of guys were taking over frequency. I was trying to get in there, and I never got in there, and I kind of got disappointed. So I don't want nobody to get disappointed here. It's everybody's frequency. Get in there and jam in there. So I don't want those feelings to go on. QSL?
Copy that. Totally understand. I think I'm going to call tonight for myself. It's about 9 o'clock. I've been on about 2 hours or so. So it's been kind of a long day. Got up early. Worked late last night. So I had to take my pet in and get her fixed. She's a little kitten, 7-month-old kitten. So I got to kind of keep an eye on her before I go to bed. So anyways, Fred, take care. Appreciate you recruiting people in. And I'm just looking over my paperwork since I jumped on this frequency in December. I think it was December. I wish I would have wrote down the date on here. There's about 30 people I made contact with, and about 10 of us are kind of normal on here. So it's really good to have some normal people on here and getting new people all the time coming in and out. So really appreciate what you're doing, getting people on the frequency and promoting sideband, which is kind of why I'm doing the stream here. Get people on there and see how they sound and see what adjustments they make and what it does to their adjustments and stuff. So anyways, you take care, Fred. Hope to talk to you on Monday. This is Greg, K6EGG from the city of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport. Have a good night.
Thank you, Greg. You're out there, the voice of Chino Airport out there. Over there by Flo's Restaurant, very good restaurant to eat at. Well, Alex, K6EGG, he feels the same way I do. It's everybody's frequency. That's when we talked about this and started this up a couple months ago. We didn't want a net. We didn't want that. We wanted to, like a merry-go-round. You jump on, you go for a ride, you go around, jump in and out. Any QSO, any conversation, we'll answer your questions. If not, we'll get information because there's a lot of knowledge on this frequency with a lot of different amps and a lot of different areas of different knowledge. And so, but I want everybody to feel, even a young ham coming out there, to join in right away. I don't want him to stay out there 4 or 5 years and get disappointed, give up on amateur radio, or otherwise get mad, go away, and never come back. So I remember when I was young ham and I was on repeater frequency, I could never get in there. The older guys are always taking over all the time because I wasn't well known, blah, 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 blah. So those are the feelings I felt when I was a young ham, and I don't want those feelings felt here. So that's why I'm really opening out sandbags sometimes. I could get in there and talk all night long, but I want other people to get in there and enjoy it too. 73's there. You're doing a good job. Everybody's promoting it. K6 West out here, the voice of Cerritos, 3 miles west of Knott's Berry Farm. We're QRT 73's.
Have a good night, guys. 7-3 is good talking with you. We will catch you when we catch you. AJ 6BE clear.
7-3, scan 6 west.
All right, that was Fred KN6OS from Knott's Berry Farm area there. It's about 35 miles away or so. So starting to lose my voice here a little bit. It's been a long week. It's going to get a little longer. So I want to thank everybody watching the stream tonight. Hopefully everybody's, if you're out of the area of Southern California, jump on your sideband frequencies in your local area and see if anybody's out there. Maybe you can start your own little net in your local area. You don't know who's out there. You know, sometimes we come on and there's like 2 or 3 of us talking, and we ask for a roll call real quick just for the heck of it, and we get 10 guys coming back all at once. So you'd be amazed when 2 people start talking, it gets a little contagious. So anyways, I hope you guys are all having a good week and the rest of your week. I'm hoping to be back on Monday. I believe that's the April 19th. So, and after that, I don't know, probably another 10 days or so. So it's going to be a little crazy. And then I got most of the summer off. So anyways, you guys take care. Have a good night. This is Greg K6EGG from the city of Chino. Have a good evening.